We've explored careers in energy and engineering, but here in Clarks, Nebraska, there's a company that fuses them both to get us the fuel that drives our lives. They're not making it for us, they're not selling it to us, but by building things like this, they're getting it where it needs to go. It's kind of energy in motion. That's Strobel Energy Group. This is Heather Webb. She's the Human Resources Director here at Strobel. Tell us about the company.
So we are a company that does engineering, procurement, and construction, and we partner with different clients that have us come in and take a greenfield and design that, engineer it, and construct it into something that can move product. And that product can be oil, it can be corn, it can be sand, it doesn't matter. The last several years, we've been focused more in the crude oil industry. And so we go in, and that can be anywhere from rail to structure to buildings to moving all the ground, dirt work on the grounds, all of that, and a lot of electrical.
Well, building something from the ground up, that's pretty unique for a company to do.
Absolutely. Yes, we pride ourselves on able to take it from napkin to turnkey.
Oh, napkin to turnkey. I've never heard of that. That's cool. There you go.
Yes.
Do you have those napkins laying around somewhere?
We actually probably do. I bet I could go back and find some of those.
And now we're going to find Strobel's work like throughout Nebraska and then even beyond that.
Absolutely. A lot of our work is actually going to be a lot further than Nebraska. North Dakota, Texas. We've done some stuff in Louisiana. We are actually working on a project in Columbus, Nebraska right now, which is pretty exciting. Something new that we haven't done in a long time.
Wow.
Ever.
Walk us through that napkin to turnkey process.
Yes. So our business development, which actually happens to be the owner of our company that founded our company, underneath his grandpa and his father's wing, he will go out and meet with these clients in the very, very early stages. And it may be over dinner, they're drawing on the back of a napkin.
And they're saying we need something built to help store and move our corn or our resources, some of this fuel.
This fuel, yes, absolutely. And so then he brings that back to the team here where he'll get around a table with some of our project managers, our engineers, our designers, and here's what the client's envisioning. Let's make it happen for them. A lot of times these clients, it's not even about money, it's about relationship, and they believe that we can get the project done and that we've had some successful projects, and they see that. In the energy world, it's a very small world as much as you wouldn't think it is, but you run into a lot of the same key players throughout the energy sector.
Well, in order for that to happen, that process to be completed, obviously a lot of different careers and jobs are happening. So I'd love to take a little tour of the different careers you've got going on here at Strobel. Maybe we'll start with the engineers.
Awesome. Yes. So engineering, they are a very, very important part of what we do. If they didn't design it and engineer it, we could not go out and construct it. Therefore, we couldn't please the client at the end of the day. So we have several engineers on staff, anywhere from mechanical to civil. We do electrical. There's a lot of components and parts. They go out, they design it, they draw it up in Inventor or AutoCAD or whatever that may look like. And it's very important for them to be able to take that design and be able to print that out and give it to someone in the field that can actually construct it and know that it's going to make sense and the parts are going to come together and we're going to build it up out of the ground right.
Now, the engineering side designs, and then you've got the construction side of the company, which is actually out in the field building things.
Yes. And our construction team members are one of the most valuable of our team. Without them, we couldn't get it up out of the ground. So they have to take those designs and be able to build off of that. Those team members consist of, we've got welders, we have our concrete crew, we have our material handler that's making sure the material is where it's supposed to be and get it to where it needs to be. We have our superintendents, which are extremely important. They're kind of our liaison between the office and the field, our employees, our team members that are in the field building these products. So they're a huge, huge part of what we do.
And those are some careers you can start right out of high school.
Absolutely. Yes, just hard work ethic is what we look for in those.
Yeah, and sometimes you can get maybe a certification during high school as well. So if you're sitting there thinking, maybe I want to weld, maybe I want to do something like that.
Absolutely. And our welding is more than just tacking together a couple pieces of metal. It's big stuff. We're welding big pipes. We're doing a lot of pressure vessels right now. That's something new that we're really focusing on, getting up off the ground. We have our quality side of the company, making sure that all of these welds are up to par and meeting the contract that we've signed with our client and customer, because we take that extremely serious. In our quality department, we have a document control manager, making sure all of our documents are controlled and getting through the right hands and the right people are seeing those.
Yeah, serious welders only. Okay. And then lastly, you've got the administrative side.
Correct. And an administration staff is also very important. I like to think that all of our employees are important here at Strobel's for sure. So our administration staff is anywhere from our payroll to our accounting to our receptionist to we have our project managers, and they are our office person. They are the ones dealing with the client directly. A lot of times they get that frustrated client calling saying, oh, something didn't go right. Well, they're mediating that, getting right in the middle of it, understanding what's going on in the field. We have an administrative assistant that helps keep everybody on task and schedule and keeping things booked and busy. And we have our chief financial officer, our accounting team that makes sure all of our bills are getting coded right so the right job is getting hit with the right bills, and there's a lot of that. A lot of those things can be accomplished through a 2-year degree. Some of them you don't require a degree, just some good math, reasoning skill sets. And then some of those are 2-year degrees and some are 4-year.
Yeah, and you need some good people skills too
People
to
skills
work on
are
that side.
always important.
Working with the clients.
Yes, for sure.
That's your job, human resources.
Yes, my job is not so much working with the clients. My customers are my internal customers, so they are the internal employees, and just making sure that they are satisfied and making sure that, you know, I'm a strategic partner alongside all of our department heads and making sure that I'm just helping them continue to grow our employees and that succession planning and making sure everyone's happy and moving up and doing all that fun stuff. There are times I have to get involved in the disciplinary, which is not my favorite part of my job, but there's always a pro with a con, right?
That's right.
Yes.
And did you get a degree for this?
I do. I actually went through, and my degree is actually in psychology on the industrial behavioral side. So there's a lot in psychology that you can do, and then I went on to further my education, and I received a human resource master's degree.
There you go. Well, Heather, thanks so much for helping me
thank
get to
you.
know Strobel.
Absolutely.
Obviously, our energy's in good hands.
Yes.